Right, so we're live with the second stream of today. Wasn't really planning on this, but hey, since I'm gonna be doing this anyways, might as well stream it as well. We're a long way from home. And let's just have a look and see. South is mining. So we're still 20,000 light years away from home. Which is quite a distance. Sorry, I'm just... Yes, that is a great question, and I will answer it right now. The answer is yes. If... Alright, let me just pick this one so we can go back to where we are. Alright, so this is where I am gonna go to. And if you go over here and select map, and then select whatever stars it is you want to jump to, and then apply filter to route, then it will only select those stars for your route. So that is how I have done most of my jumping out here. The G and the K type stars are the ones that are most likely to have most likely to have water worlds, Earth-like planets, anything that's a possible terraforming candidate. So that's why I'm choosing those. The F-type also, you'll find it there sometimes. I decided to keep it simple and just do these two. And this on the bottom here is there just because it will be cool to just pop in on one. I do not believe I have accidentally popped in on any of these. Okay. That is quite a trip. It is... it's something you need to plan a little bit for. Let's see. You should get the biggest fuel scoop you can fit in your ship, and the best frame shift drive you can fit. Everything else should be as lightweight as possible in order to get you maximum distance. You should have at least one auto field maintenance unit. And you should have the advanced discovery scanner and the detailed surface scanner. In addition to that, there are some stuff that can be synthesized. FSD injection will give you bonus distance. So if you want to consider mining some of this stuff before you go, you can get extra jump range based on how much of the stuff you have. It can get you out of a tough spot if you suddenly find yourself with nowhere to go. There shouldn't be any of those along the way up to Colonia, but you never know. There's also AFM refill. That's materials you can I don't remember off the top of my head what the difference is between the A and the B. I got the B because that was the one that they had, and I didn't feel like running around trying to find the A. The B refuels very fast. It's not an issue where you have to sit around and wait for it to fill up. So if you are as long as you're planning things that you are only jumping to scoopable stars, so you can scoop, you know, pretty much for every jump, you shouldn't have to do stops to refuel. There is a list somewhere of there's a list of planets in between the bubble and Colonia where you can land and kind of restock. There isn't much there, so don't really plan on doing ship upgrades and stuff. But you can refuel, you can repair, and you can you know, restock any ammunition or anything like that that you know you spent that you need to refuel or restock. Especially good for the auto field maintenance module. But also you can, if you have a chance to stock up on some of those materials for the AFM refuel and FSD boost, and then you can get some extra mileage out of that without having to buy it. It's a long journey. Definitely stake out some waypoints because you can only get, you know, 10,000. You can only get 1,000 light years mapped inside of Elite. So either you need to just wing it on your way out there, or you can use ED Discovery to find some waypoints for you. So I'm gonna be doing mostly just jump and honk here. I'm not gonna be doing a lot of scanning for stuff. I'm not really in a hurry to get home, but no, it's starting to drag on a little. This is a 6B. It tops out at what, 752, and that fills up your tank pretty quick. I'm gonna stop that because
frameshift drive charging.
yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna get the best results with 100. You may wanna tweak that down a little bit. It's not your efficiency, it's the it is the efficiency of the route. Well, strangely enough, a lower efficiency might get you a longer highway full of neutron stars, because you allow it to go outside the path of your destination. But if you go 100%, then you are allowing almost no deviation from your path at all, which means you're only going to get 1 or 2 jumps on the highway, and then you're going to have to do some regular jumps to get back onto the highway again. But either way, you're gonna have to make deviations if you take the neutron star highway, because you're still using fuel, and you can't scoop fuel off the neutron stars. So you're gonna have to you know, every now and then you're gonna have to, you know, deviate and go, you know, left or right and find a scoopable star and fill it up before you go back on the highway again. So it's really no different than any other highway. Every now and then you're gonna have to pull over to refuel.
Frameshift drive charging.
If you have good jump range on your Asp Explorer, you can make really good strides on the Neutron Star Highway, because you will be getting about 4 times the range. But it is dangerous. You slam into those stars. You gotta use a heat sink to get out of there, otherwise you're gonna burn up your stuff. And I mean, even if you can repair most of it. So you can repair most of it with the field maintenance unit, but you can't repair the power plant, because all the stuff gets shut off when you repair it. Alright, see if I repair life support now. then life support is off. Alright, so you can't turn off the power plant to repair it because you need the power plant to power the auto field maintenance unit. So even though you can do some repairs along the way, you can't really be slamming into those neutron stars. And I think one of the things it says on that Neutron Star Highway website is that there is no guarantee that you won't get stranded on a highway where you make a jump to a star that you can't jump out of because you don't have the range. So I don't think that that's a huge concern going to Colonia because it's the star density is pretty high. But having the option to, you know, do the FSD boost injection will potentially double your range, is certainly going to get you out of trouble. So that's one of the things that I kind of regret not doing when I had the chance. I'll certainly be bringing along some of those materials for my next long trip. Oh, look at all of this. Not today. Gonna make some headway. It is a long ways. When you're just jumping like 35 light years at a go. So even with the distance between Colonia and Sagittarius A, it looks like still gonna get relatively close to the path I was already taking, that I was taking going from the bubble and out to Colonia. So I'm looking to kind of merge in with that and probably stop at one or two of those outposts along the way, just to get repaired and maybe just sell off my data so that it's I'd really hate to lose it. all this exploration data, so sell it first. First available.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Alright, have a good night or afternoon or early morning, whatever it is where you are. Gonna got a few more jumps for this this waypoint, and then it's off to the next one. I decided to do some jumping in on the PS4. I got myself a drink of something that will get me up, I think. So I just gonna I'm just basically just racking up the miles here.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we're gonna leave most of this data alone, or the systems alone. It's gonna ping it and It's
Frameshift drive charging.
it's difficult to do this kind of exploration without some sort of base nearby. We're just kind of stuck out here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi Gremlin, welcome back. I'm doing a second stream today. Gotta get my poor ass closer to the bubble here.
Fuel scooping.
Still got about 20,000 light years to go.
Fuel scooping complete.
Which is kind of weird. I thought the distance from the bubble and up to Sagittarius was 20,000. How can I have 20,000 left? Is it 30,000 up to Sagittarius A from the bubble?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, those video rendering time. That's a pain.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, so I feel a little bit better than I'm 2/3 the way home. 1/3 the way home.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. I'm on my way home. Let's put it that way.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Also, it's not gonna be in a straight line. I'm gonna swing a little bit over towards the Eagle Nebula.
Fuel scooping.
Blender is something I never got into.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I think I looked at it, but I was like, I don't have time for this. I have done some 3D modeling before, but
4, 3, 2, 1.
alright, so here's this one. Up. Alright, so I love these shots. Right. And put that on Twitter. Alright. Go.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, looks like we got to the end of this waypoint. Gonna go pick up the next one. Already pre-entered. Have to start. Uh, uh, have to worry about that. Alright, here we go. Go gadget.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
Well, Gremlin, you missed out. I did get my serious permit. I did get my Qwent. That is his name? Qwent station. Matter of popping a at that's not. Yeah, I just had to board hop a little bit to get the stuff to show up. I
Frameshift drive charging.
now I just need to recollect all those terminal modules, modular terminals. Get to Qwent, all the ones I sold earlier on in the and yesterday, all that spamming back and forth at the office. CS gave me all those modular terminals that I sold. Off now, but
Fuel scooping.
nope.
Fuel
Yeah,
scooping complete.
most of the stuff is fine. The graphics is fine. The controls are a little weird. I'm not used to this context stuff where you press long presses. Galaxy map is slow and map is slow.
Frameshift drive
Just gonna try and stay out of that. Try not to go into it more than I have to. So yeah, on the PC side now, I gotta do, I gotta just spam the mission boards until I get commodities. I might just back to office and see us and do it there because so many bound to be. I need 25, which is the main number. Gonna really drain my jump rate out of there. I guess that's one thing that I'm kind of missing here. You can't like define a home, and you can't go home and stash your cargo. You know, like in an RPG, you can buy a house or whatever, and you have a chest to put all your shit in, no matter how much stuff you got. Have something like that here, so you can go and say, upload all my data to the computer or whatever. Take your ship out again and kind of like a yeah, I might just getting to bonk. A horrible. I might just buy myself a, you know, a jumper, a little speeder. Minimal everything. And as long as I have 30, like a 32 tons of cargo space, I should be good with the modular terminal. Yeah, that doesn't really do much though, other than tell you do. Well, maybe if they do the maybe if they do the avatar thing where you walk around on the bases. At least data storage. So, you know, all that stuff that you're scanning and all that crap. You get 500 storage slots. I don't know. Which isn't that much when you get all that crap data that you don't know if you're gonna need or not. You throw it away, and suddenly you find that, oh shit, I need that, and now you're gonna go back out and, you know, scan 500,000, you know, highways. Like in Skyrim, I don't think I've stitched anything other than just, you know, the plain crap.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I have chest upon chest of potions that I never use, never plan on using, don't think I'll ever need. But I got them, just in case. Well, good evening, Commander Binary. Did not expect to...
Frameshift drive
It was
charging.
not that late. An eye on the...
4, 3, 2,
I'm with wife and kids, and then coming home.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
Check out it. How much?
Fuel scooping complete.
Share number of systems.
Frameshift drive charging.
I haven't even checked the trophy. I mean, the only trophy that I got on this whole trip was Sagittarius A.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know if there is one. Jump this. I know there's a couple for driving the SRV.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift
Yeah, we
drive
have a
charging.
foreign exchange student here right now, so the number of teenage girl in the household double.
Four, three, two,
I don't think I can pay them. Plus there.
fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, well, I guess the deal with teenage girls is that they can't really drive into it no matter which way it goes. I'm always the one ending up. And then,
View scooping.
I'm pretty sure the computer that's gonna get built for my daughter be
Frameshift drive charging.
99% my effort.
Four, three, two, one.
And the evenings are mostly sacred family time here, so wanna lock myself away on Friday or Saturday.
Fuel scooping complete.
So
Frameshift drive
gotta
charging.
gotta have some time together on Friday night, Saturday night.
Four, three, two, one. View scooping.
Yeah, I might go over parts one more time and see.
View scoop disengaged.
The current plan is a Ryzen 5. I don't know,
Frameshift drive charging.
price up i5 or something like that. The cost would
Four, three, two,
it adds up pretty quick. Oh, it's only 40 bucks. 40 bucks. Then it's like, wait, why is it not? The processor and the processor costs
view scooping. View scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
that.
Frameshift drive charging.
On and properly. Thank you.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm kind of glad I killed off the single button hyper jump thing. That was too many accidents with a little bit indecisive and hit the button and then suddenly we're stuck in a star. I have to absolutely definitely mean to jump by pressing 2 buttons at a time, not some
Fuel scooping.
accidentally. Especially here, well, I haven't configured like this on this machine because streaming is a little distracting. There's pings over here and there's pings there, and you gotta try and think of something to say. And then you're looking away, and then suddenly there's a black hole right there. What to do? Having
Fuel scooping.
an extra safeguard on buttons. You can see a couple of
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
no, I think my scoop is a 6B. Fuel scoop 6B. I get up to 752 kilograms per second or something like that, I think. That's what it is. Yeah, if you're going exploring, the biggest, baddest fuel scoop you can get. Can't get the A, then get the B. A might be cost prohibitive. Also thinking kind of a return on the investment is worth it with an A versus the B. I don't know if there's a no, there's no fuel scoop has no weight, so there's nothing there. There's nothing to be gained from doing a D or a B or an A or anything like that, other than how much fuel can you scoop in a second. So yeah, the biggest, baddest you can fit, even if you have to shuffle stuff around on your ship to make it happen. If you're
Frameshift drive charging.
gonna go 30,000 light years, you don't want to stop and sit at a star every 10 jumps to suck up some.
4, 3,
Because I tried that with one of my ships earlier on, and that wasn't even talking about this kind of distance. That was just a few hundred light years, where you did jump, 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 and then you had to stop at a star and sit there for 30 seconds or whatever to fill up. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Get your nose in there. 750.
fuel scooping complete.
Boom, full tank. Gets hot though in there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Honk. Armada.
3, 2,
1. There's actually I would say there's two considerations when getting a fuel. Because it takes power.
fuel scooping complete.
So there's the power requirement, and then there's the cost. So if you can eat the cost, eat the power requirement, then get the A. If not, stick to.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's a lot of ways of making money in Elite. You shouldn't be cash strapped. I only have 50 million here. And I've been playing since it came out. I only have 50 million. I don't need more right now. But I expect I will get quite a good chunk of money for my exploration data here.
Fuel scooping complete.
That is stick. Oh, I need 200 million in profits from exploration to gain elite. I got 37, so I need to make 160. 163 million.
Frameshift drive
From my
charging.
exploration. And considering the 10,000 light years from Colonia up to Sagittarius A, and then the 30,000 light years on the way home, I should be able to pick up 150 systems with roughly that kind of money.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, that's scary stuff. The one of the rules of Elite is don't fly if you can't rebuy. um, if you can't afford to rebuy your ship, you're gonna be in trouble. It's gonna feel like almost starting over again. You can get the Sidewinder, I guess, for free, but you're gonna need some money to get started.
Fuel scooping.
Well, yeah. So I'm doing about 33 light years per jump. So that's 3 jumps for 100 light years, and that's 30 jumps for 1,000 light years. That's 300 jumps for 10,000 light years, and then triple that is 900 jumps. And in those 900 jumps, if I can scan, I mean, I don't need to be making that much money for each scan. Right now, I'm not scanning anything. I'm just, I'm just doing a honk. So we're only getting a few thousand credits for that. But if you stop and do a deep scan on some of the planets, you can get 600,000 for a single scan with some luck. So if you find a system with a couple of terraforming candidates, and then you have 1,000,000 credits right there. Well, look at that one. I'm gonna scan that one. That's a water world. The water world's gonna be worth quite a bit. I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on. Water worlds is 300,000. Unless it's terraformable, then it's 700,000. So those things are definitely worth having a look at. Alright, 5 o'clock. I know because the lights shut off in my office. Right, so now let's see. That's a water world. Body is a candidate for terraforming. So that's 700,000 credits right there. Alright, these guys are not really worth that much. Where is my chat window? yeah, it's
Fuel scooping.
it shouldn't be difficult to make 130 million credits on exploration on a long trip.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So there's 34 objects in here. Alright, so these are worth nothing. Even if I just honk these guys, they still give me money. Alright, so that's 34, easily 34,000 probably right there. Didn't do anything.
Drive charging.
Maybe they just pay a couple of hundreds. And I can't read that. Alright. So if you average that out to 500, if you average that out to 500 per, so that still adds up to a few thousand credits just for the honk. So 34 and 500 would be 17,000.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And also just honking a water world, just if you just like me now, just speeding through this, you're still getting like 50,000 credits for that. So, you know, they add up no matter what. But every now and then, you know, I do areas where I just go I go slow and I scan everything.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, I'm gonna fill up here.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn that off. I'm what am I, Pioneer?
fuel scooping.
I'm Ranger, so I'm 2 steps away, I believe.
Fuel scooping complete.
I think the next level is at 100,000, 100 million. And then Elite is at 200.
Frameshift drive charging.
And it's total, it's not accumulative.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, how close did you get yesterday? Are you over 80% or? Okay, hold on, what's... Alright, I'm not. I'm doing something wrong. Alright. Okay, so we actually made it to the waypoint. Wasn't paying attention to that at all, was just speeding through this stuff. So we're gonna go to the next one. Damn it. Oh, is this where I turn off? Nah, damn it. Alright, so starting another leg. We got 29 jumps to East Holt XGS D5 something.
Frameshift drive charging.
And once we get there, we're gonna wear off to the right a little bit to get down into that nebula, which is still at that point. So around now, it's about 2,000 light years away.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, gotta get a good scoop here. Looks like I missed a couple.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
There's an amazing amount of detail and thought and God knows everything they put into this game. Show you one in a second. Or some of you have seen it before, but so that row of lights down the middle of the ship is the fuel scoop. And once I get out of, once it disables, it closes up and sinks down. Now, that is different on every ship. On the Python, it's two separate things on the wings or whatever you want to call it. And they open in a completely different manner. Cool to get to see how it does that on other ships as well, but I'm not in a position to buy everything right now out here in the deep black. I didn't get a good scoop there because we were going around. Yeah, Finn-ish. Is that enough something you're gonna put in your add into your videos or add as an effect somewhere on your live stream, or gonna be a transition thing? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking. I think I honked there already.
4, 3, 2,
1. All right.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Alright, so I guess our goal today is to get to the next waypoint.
fuel
But
scooping.
another 20-25 minutes.
Fuel scooping complete.
My angle.
Frameshift drive
Uh,
charging.
I don't know if I really have one. Most of it is just gameplay. I mean, with live stream, there's gonna be questions and it's gonna be answers, and
4,
goes kind of both ways.
2, 1.
Um, Not really sure if there is much of a plan beyond that.
Fuel scooping.
I'm just out to have a good time with my game, and I hope to share that with others, and hope they enjoy it, and if they can learn something from it in the process, uh, then all the
Frameshift
better.
drive charging.
I don't really do how-to videos. Uh,
4, 3, 2,
it's mostly been oh shit, look what I made happen. Um, and
fuel scooping.
I haven't really done a super duper job at planning things out either.
Fuel scooping complete.
So a little bit like a dog, you know, it's like easily distracted by that squirrel over on the right. So
Frameshift
plans
drive
change
charging.
all the time. like I wanted to do this and I wanted to do the other thing, and then I started doing that, and then it's like, oh crap, no, I'm gonna do this instead. So you know, like the whole plan was this week with the um, elite on the PC side with you know, doing after I got back from the Ancient Guardian things, gonna go and do some community goal stuff and make some money on that, and then in the middle of that I was like, nah, I'm gonna go and do some other stuff instead. So then instead of doing the community goals on that, I guess today kind of just woke up in the middle of Seos and Sothis doing something completely different. But on the PC side, on the PS4 side, I'm pretty much right on schedule. I said I was gonna go from Sagittarius and home to the bubble, and I've been doing that for a week. So, sticking to the plan on that one. Don't really have a choice though. So, yeah, I think what kind of made me change my mind a little bit on the PC side was all the talk about Operation Serious Business and what's going on with that, and can we still get to Professor Palin. So it was kind of a we're kind of gonna check out and see if we could do that, and then well, I didn't cheat, but I kind of got a head start on things by doing some stuff off stream. But no, I really gotta do what I feel I need to be doing. If I'm not having fun doing what I'm doing, then you know the stream is gonna it's not gonna be right. So then what's the point if you're not having a good time doing what you're doing? Then you know, why are you doing it? So, but here it's just Speed Racer pretty much right now. It's not terribly interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you, Paul Tansey, for subscribing. Always great to see that people may want to come back and see more. Still got a long ways to go. We are getting closer to this waypoint at least. Yeah, I feel that if I try to plan out these things too much, I end up painting myself into a corner where I can't do anything because I have to wait until I can start the stream. Because oh hello. There was another star right behind this one, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So it's like I'm promising people like, oh well, you know, we're gonna go and we're gonna do the we're gonna arrive at the Great Annihilator, and then you know I'm sitting there and I'm jumping around, and then suddenly, oh shit, I'm here. Yeah. And then you know I'm almost there, and I'm like, well, I gotta stop playing now because if I play more, I'm gonna get there, and then I can't do it on the stream. So you know, I end up playing some other game. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that I don't want to plan too much, so that I won't be able to enjoy myself. There's nothing wrong in having a sort of a roadmap of the things that I want to do. I just don't want to put it on a strict timetable. I know one of the things I want to do is I want to do I want to do the trip they did for the Grand Day Out on the PS4. I guess 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Which basically takes you to a bunch of really cool sites in the sort of close vicinity to the bubble and inside the bubble.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I have to map that out and see what kind of time investment that will be, and see if there will be 1 or 2 streams. I don't know. But I gotta get back to the bubble first, so I will take it one step at a time. Right now, the plan is to get to the next waypoint. And let's see, tomorrow.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Tomorrow will be the last last 2 legs into that nebula that I've been looking at. I don't think the nebula is anything special. I just, you know, it was just there when I was mapping this thing out, and I was like, hey, why don't I swing over there and take a look? So the plan is to go in there, just look at some sites around there, pick out a few stars and whatnot, maybe find some planet to land on. I don't have an SRV, so I can't go driving around. That would probably be an extra super cool. But let's save that for the Grand Day Out. I think that also includes a visit to some nebula just outside of Maya or something. Well, you know. relatively speaking, it's just outside my
Frameshift drive charging.
but it could be cool to get a few shots of my poor beat up Asp Explorer parked on a planet in some distant nebula. As long as there's no xenomorphs or Thargoids.
View scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Plan on the PC side still is just trying to unlock Qwent. And then after that, I'll be rejoining the power play. Lost all my merits, but I can live with that.
View scooping.
I don't do PvP.
Fuel scooping complete.
There's most of my time I spend flying around in the Mobius private group.
Frameshift drive charging.
I did try a little bit of combat stuff the other day. I have discovered I am not a fighter pilot. I have no plans on really getting into doing that. I'd much rather be the tank driver than the little guy. I'd rather be the big guy with the big punch than the little guy with the fast jabs.
Disengaged.
That's why I find it somewhat amusing when these NPC eagles are trying to interdict my battle python. And then, you know, I submit to their interdiction and then I turn around and I cook them pretty much. Yeah, I mean that they don't really make a dent in my shields, so it's a little bit optimistic. But no, I don't want to fly around, and
View scooping.
I have no plans on going into the arena ever. My CQC rank is helpless. It's 0%. It's gonna stay 0% until the end of days. Even if that means no platinum trophy for wrapping everything up. Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't any stream. What am I saying? That there aren't like any Steam trophies or achievements or anything like that on the PC side. Um, but I'm not really a trophy hunter either. I don't chase after those platinums. There's a few games where I'm like 2 trophies away from platinum, but I'm like, well, you know what? I didn't get them. I'm not gonna grind for days on end just to get that last thing to get the trophy. Some games, when you're done, you're done. That's it. Moving on. Even Horizon Zero Dawn, which is so far one of the absolutely best games on the PlayStation, without a doubt, in my mind, one of the best games on the PlayStation. And I'm not saying this year. I'm saying on the PlayStation 4, this is one of the best games. Period. If you don't have it, go buy it, like right now. I'm like 2 trophies away from getting everything in that, and I'm like, well, that's just grinding, and it's grinding on the stuff that I'm not good at. So I'm not gonna spend my time. And I mean, there's a ton of trophies for Elite that I know I'm not gonna get because I don't do CQC, and that's it. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna chase them, and I don't have any interest in doing that. Other things is like the Sagittarius A one was like, well, I'm gonna go there anyways because it's the center of the galaxy. Of course you have to go there. But you know, I'm not gonna chase after everyone. There was another one too, which was a star you had to go to. Some binary star, I guess, somewhere in the middle of the bubble. It was like, well, it's right there. It's one jump and boom, you're there. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So why not? Not a detour. On my way. That's fine, but I mean, I'm not gonna go and grind the most useless commodity in the whole game only for the purpose of getting, you know, 1 trophy. Oh, that's a bright shiny star. That's probably that's the end. There is no route out of here. Let's see. What are we doing? Gonna dive out of the star. I'm gonna... There's like this 1 star on the horizon. That's it. And it wasn't even a star. A planet. Alright, let's see what we got here. Nothing of much value. Galaxy map says welcome. So there is, I mean, there's a nebula over there too. I could have ducked into that one. But instead I chose this one. So we are gonna go, let's see. This is, come on. This is where we're going. And then we're doing this little side trip over here, over to the right and down a bit. I'm gonna duck in there. We'll do that tomorrow in tomorrow morning stream. And then continue this way in towards the bubble. And when we get over here, I'm gonna swing over this way. This is the Eagle Nebula, and there is a there's a planet there with a base on it that you can land at and fix everything up. So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna fix everything up. And then from there on in, it's just a straight shot into the bubble. So that's gonna be cool. The 105 update from just the other day. I don't know. It looked just like bug fixes. There was only like 3 items, I believe, on the release notes. Bug fix for something that caused a crash in certain instances. Nothing major, but so this is my trip. What I've done, and let's see, I'm here right now. I can't zoom out any further. But this is my trip. Where I gone. Everything, all those steps, all the way up to Sagittarius A. And then down to where the marker is. And then this is what I gotta do still. Gotta go here, over here, and then back to the bubble. So we've done some traveling. I wonder if there is yeah, let's see. Right there, bottom one. Total hyperspace distance, 51,000 light years. Systems visited 1,781.
Oh, yeah.
Got another subscription from Wescu. Arrived just in time for the end here. it's time for me to call it quits for the day. Family's coming home in a minute. We're gonna go out and see a movie, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna return tomorrow. The plan is tomorrow morning. I'm gonna swing to the right and head down into that nebula and check that out. Don't know if there will be a second stream. I might do some grind on the on the PC side afterwards or not. I have to see. Depends on how I'm feeling. But tomorrow the plan is to go to that nebula and check that out. That's gonna be fun. Still got a few thousand, well, not a few thousand, but still got another 1,000 plus light years to get there. But that will be tomorrow. For today, it's game over, and hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. All right, bye.